All right, so now remember, I'm making these videos for your review. It's going to be a few videos, 2, maybe 3 videos long, and the videos themselves are going to be quite long, but you don't have to watch every single question. You can skip through and go to the ones you need help on. But here we have write Pascal's triangle to the 5th row, so make sure you're identifying what row they want you to write it to. And we started off with our number 1. And remember, this number 1 is actually our row 0, so this row does not count towards, or it does, but it's not row 1, it's row 0. And then remember, every other row that we create here, the numbers will never be directly underneath of it. They will always be to the right and to the left of the number from the previous row. So this number here, we always start with 1 and we always end with 1. So then our next row, we know we're going to have a number to the left of here, to the right of here. That's already including to the left of there, and then we'll have a number to the right here. So we always start with 1, and we always end with 1. And remember, the way that we get the number in between these two is we add the 2 numbers above us. So that means we will add the 1 plus 1, and that gives me 2. And then when we move to the next row, we know we'll have a number to the left, to the right. It's the same number as this one here. Number to the right, to the left, same number, and then to the right. We always start with 1, and we always end with 1. You can think about that because it's 1 plus 0 if you want to think about it that way. But 1, then we will add these numbers in between. Don't know why it's doing this right now. It's not really wanting to work very smoothly. But we'll add the numbers in between. 1 plus 2 gives me 3. 2 plus 1 gives me 3. And then we'll continue this pattern all the way on. So it'll be 1. 1 plus 3 gives me 4. 3 plus 3 gives me 6. 3 plus 1 gives me 4. And then 1. And then 1. 1 plus 4 gives me 5. 4 plus 6 gives me 10. 6 plus 4 gives me 10. 4 plus 1 gives me 5. And 1. And remember, this one's row 0, then it's row 1, and so on to row 5. Another way you can remember what row we're working on is the second number in the row is also your row number. So since there is no second number here, that's why it's row 0. Then this is our first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and 5th row. So make sure that you're doing it to the right row. All right, so here the directions say write in scientific notation. So remember, what we need to do is we need to find our decimal point for this problem. And the decimal point in a whole number is after our whole number. And then we just need to see how many times do we have to move our decimal place in order to get a 1 digit by itself. So that means we need to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So since we had to move it 6 times, this answer is 6.085. And then we are multiplying it by 10 to the power of how many times we had to move that digit, which is 6. All right, same thing for here. Remember, our goal was to get a number that is greater than or equal to 1, but less than and equal to 9, that is an integer, or less than 10. We want that digit all by itself, which is why we looked for 6. So then we need to move this until we get one of those digits by itself, which would then be this 7. So we move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as well. Now this becomes 7.71 times 10, and we moved it 6 to the right. So when we move it to the right and we're writing it in scientific notation, it is a negative power. So it's times 10 to the negative 6 power. All right, that would be the answer for those two. All right, so for this problem here, we're now writing in as our original number. So we're given to it in scientific notation, and then we need to write the original number. So remember, when we're writing in scientific notation, we move our decimal place opposite of our intuition, because on the number line at 0, when we move to the right, that is a positive number. When we move to the left, that is negative. So when we're writing it in scientific notation, we go opposite of this. Well, when we're coming out of scientific notation, we go with the sign as well, so whatever way we're moving. Anything raised to 0 power is equal to 1, so this is saying 4.597 times 1, so the final answer for this is just 4.597. All right, so for this one, we're making this number larger since we're multiplying it by 10 to a positive 5. So you can either move your decimal place 5 spaces to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could expand this out and then multiply. It's your preference. But since we're going to the original number, we move with our sign as we would on the number sign. So in this final answer will be 623 with 1, 2, 3 more zeros. So it will be 623,000. All right, here we need to move it 4 decimal places to the left, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So then our number would be 0 point, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 0. So 1, 2, 3, and then 3, 0, 0, 8. So that would be our value there. All right, that will be it for this video. I'm running out of time. I'm actually doing this during my free period, so the next period's about to begin. So that'll be it for this video. And then the next review problems we probably broke up into 2 separate videos, maybe 3. So there might be 3, maybe 4 total for this. But remember, skip around and watch whatever you'd like.